This is Dietrich Selemale on Facebook, and we are at the Garankuwa FM on Facebook as well. And Tabiseng Tim Kulu is already in studio with us this morning. We do have a beautiful queen from Insatiable Foundation, an NPO operating from Mabopane, which its drive is, of course, to reform the lives of the society through renewed mindset. She's here to tell us more about what they do, and of course, the lifestyle or the less is more minimalist lifestyle campaign that are currently running. My lady, good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning and thank you for hosting me today.
It is a pleasure. The exclusive breakfast show. And why are you here?
Libito laka ke nna Nthabiseng. People always know me as Nthabiseng the organizer. Meaning I take raw material, I take people and combine it, and I tend to accomplish something that is impossible.
Yeah.
Remember, because of the abilities that I have are coming from God. It is not me, but I've asked God to use me, and this is why I'm here today to talk about the foundation, which is the vision also that came from God.
Wow.
Nthabiseng, she is a professional organizer. She runs a company called Insatiable Project.
Oh, Insatiable.
Yes. So why Insatiable? It's the desires. Why we also call Insatiable Foundation? We turn people's desires into a reality because we are the organizers. God gave us the voice to speak on behalf of people. So that's why we're here to reform the lives of the community and to remind them that whatever they're looking for, it's within them.
Wow.
Yes.
I mean, after that intro, they turn people's desires into reality. I think there is a very big responsibility there because people have a lot of desires, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, but anyway, we will not get into that conversation. But we are so honored that you have you here in studio to us. And I think you've already answered my question because my next question was going to be, why insatiable? What does it even mean, right? I mean, I think that's such a beautiful big word, but then I think you have perhaps you can expand on that to say why insatiable, why this specific word insatiable foundation. What came into your mind when you said insatiable it is?
To be quite honest, Dedrick, this name didn't come from me. This name came from God because everything is all about the purpose of God.
The purpose.
And I didn't want to do it on my own and say I want to come up with the name, but this name came as a vision, and it also was confirmed through also prophecy that this is who I am. What I am is the business that I am supposed to be. I've got insatiable desires to plan ahead for anything. I've got insatiable desires to see a bigger picture. So why insatiable? Insatiable, it's people's vision. People have different visions. And as you just mentioned, that desires, it's very something that is very broad.
Yeah.
We're not just taking any desires that come from anyone. If it benefits the people, then we are a stepping stone to turn your vision into a reality. But if your desire is for you only, then we're not the best people to help you. 081-707-2935. There is a WhatsApp line
that you can contact us on. If you want to find out more about how Insatiable Foundation can satisfy or satisfy your desires, if I may put it that way, there is the WhatsApp line that you can contact us on. And remember that if you want to speak to them, 072-390-0474. We are currently live on our Facebook page. I am Dietrich Selemale, and then she is Nthabiseng, the organizer on Facebook. It has just gone 15 minutes after the hour 7 o'clock. We are still in conversation with Nthabiseng and Mchemkulu from Insatiable Foundation. Am I saying it right? Insatiable Foundation.
Yes, you are saying it right.
Okay, thank you. I'm very impressed with the word. I was like, okay, we're going to speak Sekgowa actually. Insatiable. We want to find out what it is about. Phil Mudise is waving and showing you love. He is currently joining us on Facebook Live. A lot of people are woken up to find out what Insatiable Foundation is all about. Perhaps you've mentioned this vision came through Mudimu, and then I don't know how you communicate with Mudimu for you to eventually start this foundation. But other than that being a message and a cause that you're called to do, what inspired, what eventually, was that final thing that inspired you to say, you know what, yes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to start. I'm going to be the organizer that I'm meant to be, and I'm going to honestly give birth to Insatiable Foundation?
Okay, thank you with that question. Everything came up when I discovered who I am.
Wow.
When I was able to answer the 5 W's and a how about me. That
Wow.
where do I come from?
Who
Why?
am I?
Yes, why am I here? Where am I going? What can I do? And where is my destiny? That reveals that the leadership that I have in mind is the organizing spirit that I have. I believe that each and everyone was designed for a certain purpose. Everybody is a leader in the area of gifting. I started having faith. Remember, faith comes by believing in the word of God.
Yes.
And then through that, I started believing in so many small things. And then that became a reality for me to say, God exists. God is real. When you believe, then everything can be given to you. So firstly, I started by thanking him, and then all things were given to me. So what made me believe to answer the question was first thinking the kingdom of God.
Sure.
Which is, I think it's written in the Matthew 6 verse 33. Yeah, you guys can find it there. So it came all about discovering who I am.
Is there some form of personal relationship to between yourself and the foundation? Is there something that perhaps you went through, and receiving this message from God was affirmation to say, you know, I went through this so that the Insatiable Foundation could be existing today?
Basically, I don't think God can start using you in something that you haven't experienced. Then how would you go in to reform the lives of the people if you are not the change that you want to see? Basically, I went through that. I was in the world of slavery. They call it the Egypt.
Okay.
Now I'm in the Canaan world, and I'm here to lead people to go to the land of Canaan. I don't know if I'm speaking in parables.
I'm interested in the land of Egypt. What exactly did you go through? Because remember, the experience but they can relate to, and then they can listen to us, and they can see the change that we're trying to advocate for, the change that we are trying to bring towards them. So I want us to talk about that you went through, so that the people can get to know you, can get to know your journey, and get to know where Insatiable Foundation is going.
Okay.
Yes.
Firstly, it's in the land of Egypt, you are confirmed to the pattern of this world. Just because of Derek is doing that, you want to do it. And it becomes the saddest thing of you don't know who you are, and then wherever they say go, you just go. And then through that, I didn't know who I am. I was all over. I was just following what the world does.
Would you say you were experiencing peer pressure?
Yes,
okay.
I was doing that.
Would you say you were associated perhaps with alcohol abuse, perhaps with dating around, the things that we go through as I want us to get to the crux. Let's call it what it is. Let's call it what it is.
Okay. Definitely everything that you're saying, that you would date without a vision.
Oh, yes.
You would do things without a vision.
Oh, yes.
You would engage in things. You would engage in alcohol without knowing why you're doing it.
Oh, yes.
One thing that renewed my mind was you've got the ability to do everything, but not everything is beneficial for you. And then that's when my mind was renewed. And I started asking myself, why am I supposed to drink alcohol actually? And then through that, I remember I posted on my Facebook that, ask me how I lost weight without working hard. And then people were asking me, and I said, I first think the kingdom of God, and everything was given to me. People go to rehab to quit alcohol, but by the grace of God, I didn't. I just decided that this is what I want to do, to stop it. And I asked God to give me the strength and ability.
And the wisdom.
And the wisdom of it as well. And then it was given to me. Hence I'm saying it is not I, but it is He. Everything that I'm doing today is not something that I had a dream of, but I've asked God to use me. And then everything just comes through vision by spending more time with God. Spending more time with God is like putting a petrol in the car. The car, without filling in the petrol, it won't move. So you cannot pray today and say, God, answer me. But then you have to pray and start also doing the deeds. And you have to knock. You have to sink. No miracles can come without you sitting at home, without going and knocking. So that's how everything renewed my mind, by saying, not everything is beneficiary for me. And then that it made me to remove all the things that burdened me and the things that added no value into my life. That's why less is more challenge. It's all about actually.
Okay.
We start worshiping things, making things an idol without us knowing. Yes. So that's it.
21 minutes after the hour, 7 o'clock. So, I'm actually getting reformed. They did say the intention is to reform the society through change the mindset. Is your mindset getting changed? Are you now going to appreciate God more? Are you going to start listening to those signs? Are you checking yourself out?
I'm thinking about it.
Let us quickly take a music breath and then we will go into expand the conversation a little bit later on when we come back. So we are still in conversation with Ntabiseng, the organizer, Tim Kule from Mababane. She is running a beautiful foundation called the Insatiable Foundation. Their aim and their drive, of course, is to reform people, as you've heard from her, and has also received a WhatsApp note. Perhaps let me just go to it directly before we go to the bottom of the hour news. Good morning, say Leseho from Rama. Please ask Austin Ntabiseng, is she a priest now? Because wow.
I'm not a priest, but
okay.
I'm an evangelist, because remember, God gave us all the gifts.
Okay.
So everybody should speak the word of God, just to encourage others to also preach the gospel. I'm not the priest, but God gave me wisdom to speak about Him, because it is Him who gave me this thing, who gave me this knowledge, this voice to speak about Him like that. And thank you so much for the compliment.
do you also do public speaking, perhaps?
Not at the moment.
Okay. Is it something you're looking to go into?
Yes, why not? I don't know where God is taking me. Remember, many are the plans in the man's heart, but God knows where you are going.
Absolutely.
So remember, it is Him. I'm not doing everything on my own. I've tried it on my own. It didn't work for me. Instead, it made me feel more burdened and even So.
29 minutes after the hour, 7 o'clock, at the bottom of the hour, Sfisazwane will be bringing you the news headlines of this morning, and thereafter we continue with the conversation with the Ntabiseng, the organizer from the Insatiable Foundation. We're going to be getting into the crux of what they do, like I've already said, how they do it, who they do it with, and then what's the plan, what's the vision going forward. Congratulations on starting the foundation. Congratulations on listening to the voice. Congratulations on doing exactly what you're doing right now.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. This is Don Diablo on the Exclusive Breakfast Show. Tell us about what Insatiable Foundation is all about. I think we have been waiting. The people have been waiting. We have been asking ourselves, we have been trying to figure it out on our own. But then you have the platform now. What does Insatiable Foundation do?
Okay, as we also did an intro in the beginning, that Insatiable Foundation was formed to reform the lives of the community, also transform by renewing of the mind. And we also promote the welfare of the community. By saying welfare, we have discovered that there are a lot of people in the communities who are producing value. They've got businesses, they've got talents, they've got gifts also that are there, but people don't know about it. So what we basically do, we plan events to showcase what they have.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we encourage people to give freely, but yet gain more. I'll give you one scenario that happened with this, and it was also a success. There's Fresh Manna Bakery in Mabopane.
Okay.
When I started this initiation, I'll go to them and say, to have bread that is left over, I'll take it to the needy. It could be the people sitting at the corner, could be the charities, because remember, it's not only the poor who are sick, but even us who think we are okay, we are not, we are sick.
True.
So with that, I went to them, they started giving me bread. Last week, which was something that was happening yesterday, the marvelous Mbali wrote to us a request and said to us, please donate bread to us, because they've been seeing all this.
The work that you've been doing.
Yes, we liked what you did with this other event. Please provide us with bread. And then by looking at the situation of Fresh Manna Bakery, they cannot afford to donate 100 loaves of bread.
Yes.
And then God gave me a vision also to say, my child, you can engage the community. Remember, a dream comes when there are many cares. It's not about me, but it's about all of us. Insatiable Foundation is about leading others to accomplish the project. So we delegate. It's not necessarily that we are the one who funds the people, but we include each and everyone because, as you've said in the beginning, you cannot do everything on your own, but we are just the connector of turning people's vision into a reality. So we if you've got a business, you want people to know about it, this is your stepping stone to turn your business to be known by giving freely, because when you give freely, your product is known. When you have a talent, don't say there, I'm looking for a job. What else? They say, everywhere they go, they want experience. But we are calling those people with gifts, with talent to say, come to us, to Insatiable Foundation. We will connect you with the right people. By connecting you, meaning we'll give you an opportunity to volunteer. Give freely, yet gain more. We've got a lot of people who said to me they would love to be radio DJs. Now that I'm here, this is a platform for me to partner with you guys that we can just bring them here and showcase, because remember, we believe in refining. When you have a gift, you must refine it. You must give it freely so that you can also know the ins and outs about it before you can say, I am this, without knowing. How are we going to know? So that's what Insatiable Foundation is about. We've got a lot of people who are volunteering, which is financial advisors, business advisors, who are volunteering to say if there is a business, people need advisors. So through that, how are we engaging with the community? We plan events through online that can reform them. We invite motivational speakers where they can teach them about why men need vision and dreams. What is the purpose of the woman? Because we have realized that most of the problems that we have as the society, it begins by not knowing why you were predestined actually from God. If you are a woman but you don't know what is the purpose of a woman, you won't know how to treat the others. You won't know what is it that you need to do. So it's all about encouraging people to live a life with a purpose actually, and turning their visions into a reality as well, and giving freely. That's where I will be talking about it with the campaign Less is More, Minimalist Lifestyle. It's one of the first campaign that we've
hold that thought, because you're going to get into it.
Yes.
Can I change your name from the organizer to the connector? Because because you don't sound like the organizer, you sound like the connector. You connect people to the people that can aid them out of whatever situation. And because listening to what you've been saying, you don't work with a specific cause, or you don't stand for a specific cause. You just you just absorb what you're getting from the community, and depending on what the need and the cause is, then you redirect it to the relevant people. So in that virtue, I'm gonna call you saying the connector, Mtimkulu.
You are right. Connector and organizer, I think those are similarities, words as well. That's what we do. I believe Insatiable Foundation, it's a one-stop shop.
Yes, basically.
Yeah, non-profit organization to turn your vision into a reality.
Sorry to interject. Who do you currently work with in terms of sponsors, or who would you like to work with?
At the moment, we're working with the communities. When we need something, we'll ask for donations. We're working with Fresh Manna. This is one of the companies that has already
Fresh Manna Bakeries.
Fresh Manna Bakeries, and we also partnered with Insatiable Project, because Insatiable Project, it's all about refreshing and repurposing the space of the people. Through that, people reduce stuff, and then we tend to collect the gifts with things that add no value to their lives, and then we give it back to the community.
Oh, so basically
we don't have any sponsor at the moment. I I am the connector who's going to collect all of these things.
Thank you for embracing the name. Thank you for embracing the name, the connector.
Yes.
So basically what you're saying, on my understanding, I can contact and saying the connector, then they will come, and then where can they distribute them to in the community? Is the community limited to Mabopane only at the moment, or what is your clientele base?
At the moment, it's Mabopane because that's where I reside.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm looking at subduing. You know, when you have a vision, you need to subdue, distribute, multiply. Yes. But then the reason why we are promoting this into the radio station, because it's about the people. Not necessarily that you need to bring these things into Mabopane. You can look at the people around you. Could be shelters, school, creches, because that's where we give these things. We give it to the needy. We tend to say when we don't want things, we just take it to the shelter. But have you done some research? Does that shelter need
those things?
Yes. So why we saying bring them to us? It is because of we know what they need, because we're working together with the shelters on how we can reform their lives. And also, we also donate these things to small businesses to continue changing the lives of the community. If you've got a printer at home that is not working, you can donate it to one small business that they can use it to continue changing life in the business. Because it's not easy to get funding for those things.
Of course.
But you are sitting at home with things that burden you, that just cluttered you. Remember how your space look? It's how your mind operates.
Exactly.
That is the saddest reality, and I'm talking from experience. I know that.
Wow. Hey, thank you so much. That is very interesting. 18 minutes before the hours, 8 o'clock. Who do you work with in your foundation? I understand that you're the one that received the message, you're the one that received the vision. But then, is it a one-man show, or who do you work with?
A non-profit organization, it needs 3 people.
So for it to be registered.
So at the moment, it's my mother. She's got a gift of giving, a gift of help. So she's also one of the people with the same gift that I have of giving to the needy. But she's not engaging so much into this. And also my pastor from Faith Kingdom Ministry, she's also the one who supports this, because she is an entrepreneur, she's a businesswoman. She's one of the person who owns Fresh Manna Bakery as well, that is helping the community. Those are the people that I'm working with. It will be nice if people can initiate and come and turn people's vision into a reality, because remember, a dream comes when there are many cases. There are requests sent through to the government sectors as well, but there's no response at the moment. But if you are out there and you see the vision of the organizer, the connector, then you can contact us. Actually,
I see you have team members in studio again today. There's media. I don't know what situation is going on. We are on TV. The clicking. Introduce that to us and share with us what role does he play in your life as an individual and in your vision and in the whole space of Insatiable Foundation.
Okay, in the studio I've got my man here called Komoto, Mr. Komoto Mohale.
Okay.
He's a pastor. He's also the managing director of Linsui TV and Linsui Live Radio as well.
Wait a minute. Is this the Komoto?
This is the Komoto.
Please come to the mic. Please come to the mic. Okay.
Yes. I think why we're working together is our motivational drive is love and to reform the lives of the community. We both came from the same person, which is God. When you come from God, your vision is for people. So we've got the same vision. We met through while we're doing the will of God, which is we were chasing the purpose. That's how we met. We explained each other's visions, and then we looked like, I need you, you need me. I've got something that you're looking for. He's got something. He's been very supportive to everything that I do. I would say he's building the brand actually for me. I was one person who's more clueless in doing ads and doing Bona. I don't know what you guys call it in this media industry, but he's there to assist me. He's giving freely and yet gain more. So this is one of the people who are also supporting this. So yes, I'm with him everywhere I go. I was with him yesterday. I I was with him on the other platforms. So I'll be with him in many more platforms to continue changing the lives of the community as well.
And I think he's playing a very important role in augmenting your voice and what you stand for as an organization because of the platform that he has about it some other time.
Yes.
We'll have his own conversation. He'll be sitting on the chair to explore more about what he's doing. I happen to know him. I just didn't know the face behind the name. Okay, that's interesting.
Just say thank you to the connector for connecting you to know the face.
Embrace the name. Embrace the name. As getting out of this conversation and getting into the Insatiable Foundation, Tepile Kalakala on Facebook, on WhatsApp is saying, I'm enjoying the interview so much. And of course, let me go to the WhatsApp message that I couldn't get to before we went on to the music brief. Thabo Masenya from Garankuwa. I am so inspired and enjoying the interview so much. I will be contacting the Okay, I think they were trying to say Insatiable Foundation. Please leave the details. We'll definitely do leave the details. I think people now are warming up to the idea of giving. There is another message coming through. Let me obviously edit it first, and then we will come back to it. So perhaps let's get to understand, Jorge, where do you want to see the Insatiable Foundation growing into?
The purpose of this and where I would want to see it is to see people's life reformed. Is to see people's life not be conformed to the pattern of this world, by renewing of their mind, that not everything that they think is for them, it's not for them. To live a life with a purpose. When you live a life with a purpose, the places you go to, they should be where it takes you. The food you eat, the clothes you wear, the people you associate yourself with, meaning everything that you are doing, it should be in line. So that's why I want Insatiable Foundation to reform the lives of the community, to live a life with a purpose, that everything that you need or everything that you think the government or the other person will give you, you already have it inside. You just need to discover it.
How much of yourself are you giving to the foundation? And also, how do you make the balance between being the founder of such a big foundation with such a big cause and vision, and being an individual, a mother, a wife, and all of a sister and all of that? Just how do you find the balance, and just how much of yourself are you giving to this foundation and this cause?
Nice thing is God won't give you something that you wouldn't handle. He firstly taught me about time management, that not everything is for you, and you need to prioritize. Like I said, this is a very big thing as you think, as I'm saying, but because of it's something that it's in me, it's not big. You would wake me up in the morning and say, in terms of you need to go and collect clothes there, I would wake up because this is something that is in me. But then how do I balance work? Because I also have a company that I'm running. I delegate most of the things.
Wow.
I delegate. I cannot do everything on my own. As you can see, I've got my man here, Mr. Komozo Mohalis here, taking the media platform for me. I've got a company that I'm running. There's people who are working there also for me. And then everything is also on social media. People are engaging. But at the moment, I feel everything is on my hands. But I want to engage with a lot of people who are out there who say, we believe in your vision. We see your vision, because remember, vision is for you. And if other people don't see it, don't blame them. But if there's somebody, at least one person who's out there who's seeing this and say, I want to be part of this, we will really appreciate that, because collecting of these donations, I'm the only one. It's the same card that I'm using for the business. It's the same card that I'm using for the foundation. Sometimes I even use the same profit for the business.
Into the foundation.
To be selfless and do it, because we don't have any funding, we don't have any grants, we don't have anything actually, but we have God, because what is impossible with men, it is possible with Him. So yes.
I think you've just wrapped it up nicely for us, because my next question would have been, how do people play a part? How do people that are interested come and assist you? You've mentioned how you would appreciate extra hands in terms of collecting the things, but then also, what else do you think, over and above that, what else do you need for in terms of support from the community?
We need donations in a form of a cash.
Okay.
Why we're saying in a form of a cash? We've got different requests. Like now I'll tell you with the braid one.
Yes.
It needed cash.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we were able to engage by people donating a loaf which cost 10 rand.
Mm-hmm.
They donated in a form of a cash.
Mm-hmm.
If there is an investor or sponsorship out there who can be saying, this is what we can give you. It could be cash, because that cash, it will be distributed according to the needy. It's not always the case that people need objects, but people need funding as well. It could be they need petrol to go to that interview. Do you understand? Because we are also going to partner with Harambe. I think it's a youth center,
yes,
where they connect people to go on interviews. We have a lot of people who said we would want to donate our suits and formal wear to those people who will be going there for the first interview, because they know the feeling of going to an interview without wearing a proper outfit. That can decrease your yes, and then you end up not getting the job because of how you look. That is the saddest reality. So we are trying also to engage with that.
How do people contact you if people want to pledge some of the goods and the objects that they have, and also how do people make a financial contribution if they do have it? How do people contact you, and how do they make the transactions?
Okay, they can contact us on 073 73 79 335. They can send us a call back. They can send us a WhatsApp. They can also call us. They can email us at insatiablefoundation@gmail.com. We are also available on social media platforms at Insatiable Foundation, which is Facebook and Instagram. And we're also looking for a volunteer, actually, who can help us with the social media thing so that we can bring it live. We don't have a website where we can engage with a lot of people. Are you out there making website, hosting website for people? This could be your platform to do this for Insatiable Project and Foundation for free. And then through that,
putting your work out there and be recognized.
Yes, because what we do, we advertise also for them for free on our platform.
Yes.
So that's also how we're opening up opportunities for them. Yes. So we need anything that you can think of, because I cannot do anything on my own.
Absolutely.
Community, please help me to turn God's vision into a reality. Let us do the will together, actually.
Thank you so much, Tabiseni. The number to call again if you want to partner with them, if you want to assist them, if you want to donate, if you want to literally do just about anything with them, is 073 737 9335. The number to call again, 073 737 9335. Remember that you can send them a text, you can send them a call back, whatever. That's what the number to use. And of course, if you want to email them, is Insatiable Foundation. Insatiable, INSATIABLE. Insatiable, INSATIABLE Foundation @gmail.com. And of course, you can go through their Facebook page or social media pages at Insatiable Foundation. I'll see in saying the connector, Tim Kulu. Thank you so much for gracing us with the opportunity to engage with you, to find out more about what you do, and keep doing what you are doing. Of course, like we've already said, the vision is bigger and the cause is much, much more bigger. It is not about you, it is not about us, it is about every single person out there that really needs the help. We appreciate you. Any last words for our listeners?
Yes, less is more, minimalist lifestyle. Think about one space in your home that needs to be reduced, and then this could be a great way to see what serves a purpose. So you can donate what you don't need to us, so that we can continue to reform the lives of the community.
Before we wrap up, less is more, minimalist lifestyle. Quickly, in a minute, give it to us, break it down to us. What is it about? Because I do understand that you are currently running a campaign.
Yes.
What is this campaign about?
Less is more. It's about people discovering themselves on what they have. We tend to have closets who are full of clothes, but when you open them, you find nothing to wear. And then I want you to go inside your closet, take everything out and touch everything and say, does this t-shirt serve a purpose? Does this t-shirt brings me joy? Does this t-shirt add value into my life? If it doesn't add value, then you are more than welcome to donate it. Through that, it's a thing of we tend to worship things, objects, and then we say they can give us value.
Mm.
You are value yourself. You don't need clothes.
Mm.
You don't need an expensive furniture. You don't need a lot of items to give you a value. Less is more. It's more stressful lives, less debt. Because remember, everything you accumulate is money. You can invest your money differently, but by just not buying object. So we're encouraging people also, because this one benefit they give the receiver, but the giver too, because they will get fulfillment in letting go of the
And
things
less clutter.
less clutter. I didn't want to use the word clutter because it's a psychological word of saying, who told you I'm cluttered? Yes, but reducing it's also one of the similar words that is doing with them. So we also want people who are cluttered, as you've said, to discover who they are, that by you collecting, by you shopping for elation, by you shopping because you want to fill the void that is inside of you, that can destroy how you think. Because how your space looks, it's how your mind operates.
I couldn't have said it better. A minute after the hour, 8 o'clock, we've went over the news. So any last words to our guest?
I was actually listening to your interview. Yes, with you. Obviously, I was listening to you.
I was like, okay.
Why am I saying that? But I think the last word I could say is that keep doing the good work. Keep it up, and then I know a lot of people need you out there. Need people like you, and keep inspiring those who want to be like you. So keep up the good work, and I hope God gives you all the energy, the power that you need to keep going. So God bless.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.